July always feels too short. This year we spent much of it away. First in Hokkaido, Japan, and later in Thailand visiting family. In a Zone 5B garden, that means missing some of the lilies that bloom at the very heat of summer. But before leaving, I caught a few precious moments. This is Lily Zelmera, lifting its coral peach flower above the foliage. Each bloom seems to grow from within, with soft lime green throat. Next is the lily that came to me as a gift from a neighbor. For several years, the rabbit have been damaged before it had a chance to show what it could become. Some plant and perhaps some people are stronger than we realize. Nearby, the hardy gladiolus rises through a cloud of dwarf resin sage. The lavender blue haze softens the strong vertical stem, almost like watercolor brushes across the garden. I love combination like this, where one plant brings structure and another brings airs and movement. Behind is the mountain mint, adds another layer of cool color. Its silvery blue foliage floats beside the gingerwine bark, soft against dark, silvery against burgundy, stiffened besides movement. Some of the most generous plants in the garden were not intentionally planted this year. The larkspur have reseeded themselves for 3 years now. Their stems are strong and the graceful spires hold themselves beautifully against the sunlight. The Nigella has quietly woven themselves through the chrysanthemum. Its starry flower seems to float above a cloud of feathery foliage. The more I garden, the more I appreciate plants that chosen their own place in the landscape. The tiny quick fire is still settling in, and its leaves have become a little yellow that hopefully it is temporarily stressed. Gardening is full of these small worries, and sometimes the worry itself becomes useful. I realized that the garden needed more flowers in summer, so I have planted additional hydrangea to carry the season forward. The warm sunset tones of Rudbeckia Sahara, mingling with the soft blue foliage and coral bloom of Augustaceae rupestris. Together, they keep this part of the garden feeling light and whimsical rather than heavy. Sweet fragrant rose seems to bloom without ever needing a pause. Beside it, the big blue sea holly brings an entire different texture. Its cool steel blue flower makes the warm color of the rose shine even brighter. Sometimes contrast is what allows each plant to become more fully itself. The Montego Bay lily opened just before we left. The buttery yellow petals are brushed with salmon pink and burgundy flakes. It stood among blue boa Augustaceae and the dark foliage of panther ninebark, a new combination for me and instantly one of the favorites of the season. This year I also experimented the strong stem delphinium. The black-eyed angel delphinium rises high above against the sky. And the light blue white bee delphinium, the pale blue flower almost seems to grow from within. I'm still learning which variety will truly earn a permanent place here. Every new plant begins as an experiment. The Thalictrum floats through the border like a pink dust suspended in the air. It may eventually earn a place in one of the shadier beds. In the front yard, Rudbeckia goldstem is beginning its annual performance. Nearby, Heliopsis bleeding heart has already been growing for weeks. There are also few volunteer echinacea appearing from time to time, carried in by birds. After losing so many plants to aster yellow, I have gradually shifted toward growing more Rudbeckia instead. Sometimes the best garden decisions come from accepting what works. July belongs to Blue Boa Augustaceae in the triangle bed. Watching this bed mature has made me realize that it may eventually need a stronger vertical element, perhaps another dwarf conifer. For now, that idea remains planted only in my imagination. Even so, the triangular bed has reached a new level of maturity, and I'm beginning to see more clearly what it wants to become. Of course, not every part of the garden is flourishing. One area remains stubbornly sparse. It may be the competition from tree roots, the dry shade, or something else entirely. The mystery tree nearby, possibly a black walnut, drops countless fruits every year. It is one of more mystery waiting to be solved, and perhaps that is part of what keeps gardening interesting. There's always something still asking to be understood. Before leaving, the sea lavender was only beginning to bloom. 3 weeks later, it had become entire lavender cloud beside the king goat's fall cypress. Moments like this remind me that garden continues its story even when we are away. It does not wait for us. It simply keeps becoming. The Nigella has now transformed from flowers into beautiful seed pods touched with rusty pink. The chocolate-lace flower Dara is still blooming, a lovely surprise for this Zone 5 big garden that's self-seeded. And the pearl everlasting has begun to show its tiny white flower. I first fell in love with this plant while visiting Mount Rainier National Park. Now, a little piece of that memory is blooming here at home. Nearby, the rose lily Samantha is impossible to ignore. Its pollen-free, double flowers are large, fragrant, and wonderfully extravagant. Below is the calamintha, create a soft white mist, while summer blooming alliums ride through the calamintha as dense purple globes, while the rattlesnake master adds strong architecture stems behind. Even after its flower fade, rattlesnake master will continue to carry the garden well into autumn. This is one of my favorite summer combinations. Although this month tour is shorter than usual, I'm grateful for what survived while we were away. The voles kept busy, the squirrel and chipmunk certainly left their mark, but many of the new planting made it through just fine, and sometimes that is enough to make me excited for the season ahead. While I was away, I also gathered a few garden memories from Hokkaido and other parts of Japan. I will be sharing those videos soon, each one with its own quiet story. I hope you will join me for the journey as well. Thank you so much for joining me in the garden today. If you enjoyed this quiet tour, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Until next time, bye!